What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Melks. Welcome back, and today is going to be a really special one and something that I've never done before. We're going to be checking out a brand new TCG called Altered. This was a Kickstarter funded game and actually ended up being the most funded trading card game ever. And as this game is brand new, I will go through some of the basics about the game. I've actually done my research this time, surprising, I know. However, I won't be going into like the nitty gritty details of how to actually play the game and all the rules. So I feel like that's going to take a really long time and will probably require an entire separate video. But I can tell you guys about the game in general and what you can expect to see in terms of card types, rarities, pull rates, and a bunch of other things that Altered is bringing to the table that I've honestly never seen before, and it's got me really intrigued. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one and we both learn something about this awesome new trading card game. So what is Altered? Now, this is a brand new innovative TCG that features some really interesting ideas that I've personally never seen before, particularly to do with their rarity system and design, as well as some really nice community-driven features. And I'll get into all the details as we go, but basically it's a very adventurous, mythical game that really leans into the sort of D&D, RPG, fantasy style world. And that is reflected by the characters, the gameplay itself, and even the artwork, which from what I've seen so far, the artwork is genuinely beautiful. It gives me a kind of Disney vibe, Studio Ghibli art style sort of setup. They say is inspired by Miyazaki's work, and I am all for it. So where's this TCG coming from? It is coming from a studio in France called Equinox, and the first set that they've released is called Beyond the Gates, and it releases this week on the 13th of September. However, I was lucky enough to get in on the Kickstarter early, and I was able to get my hands on some of the Kickstarter booster boxes and a couple of the decks as well. And this is sort of like a pre-release Kickstarter only version, completely different to the actual release that's happening this week. I mean, the actual cards themselves are the same, but this is a special Kickstarter version, and I'll get into that a little bit later. Now, I'm going to be learning as I go too here, so bear with me. I'll try and get through this as quickly as I can, but I also want to be as accurate and detailed as possible so that you guys can get an understanding of just how cool and unique this trading card game is. So first up, I'm going to be explaining the factions. Now, there are 6 factions in the game. There's Axiom, Bravos, Lyra, Muna, Ordis, and Izmir. I hope I'm pronouncing that one right. Now, these factions will basically act as the theme or color of your deck, and the cards you choose that are within these factions will have synergy with each other. If you want, you can even think of the factions as sort of similar to houses in Harry Potter, where all the cards, all the characters and stuff within the game are sorted into their own house, or faction in this case. Maybe not by a talking wizard hat, but you get the point. So the way that you sort of determine what faction or theme your deck is going to be, sort of determined on the hero card that you choose. That becomes essentially like the leader of your deck, which actually leads me on to my next point, which is the different types of cards. Now, I've already mentioned hero cards. Hero cards are very similar to leader cards. They are a hero and a companion. It gets like a little animal or something that comes along with it, and they're like a bit of a tag team duo. And yeah, like I said, this is where the faction theme for your deck will basically be determined. Then there are characters. Now, characters are allies that you play during the game that will have different effects and abilities depending on the character that you play. So the next type of card is spells. Now, if anybody's ever played any kind of trading card game before, you pretty much already know what a spell is. Very standard across the board, across all TCGs, just cards that have special effects that you play during the game. However, these ones are also sorted into their own factions as well. Now, another type of card that's very similar to other games as well, but maybe has a different name, it's called permanents. Now, these are cards that remain in play, very similar to, you know, stadium cards or field spells or something like that, again, with their own designated factions. And the last type of card that is included in this game, they're called tokens. Tokens are characters that aren't included in your deck, but are created by other cards. Now, I'm not 100% sure how these are implemented just yet, but I know that you must include 6 of them in your deck. There was actually one other type of card that I think is in the game that isn't actually mentioned on their website in terms of like how they're explaining what types of cards they are, but they are called mana cards. And I think they're very similar to energy cards in Dragon Ball Super, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. Just look into it yourself if you need to. Now, one other little thing to note about all of these different types of cards, we already know that they have their own factions, but they are also available in what is known as an altered faction. Basically, it is the same card, the same character, spell, hero, whatever, but they are designated a different faction from their base faction, which basically changes all their stats and effects and abilities so that you can mix and match between all the different faction themed decks, and they aren't particularly pigeonholed into just one faction. Now, something else I wanted to quickly mention before we get into the next topic, and it's related to the Kickstarter. Now, the Kickstarter booster boxes are actually different to the regular booster boxes or displays that you get in the actual proper release of this first set. Now, something that's going to be really cool and special about the Kickstarter cards is that they're all going to include their own special Kickstarter stamp. And it is an exclusive stamp. It's a stylized A for Altered. Looks really cool. And I'm glad that I'm going to get my hands on some of those exclusive cards. I love stuff like that. And I know sometimes the exclusivity of those kind of cards can make them pretty sought after, which is kind of cool. Now we are on to the rarity types, which is actually probably my main draw factor and something that I'm really excited to explain. It's so freaking cool. But first of all, what are the rarity types? There are only 3 rarity types in this game, which doesn't seem like a lot for now. The 3 rarity types are common, rare, and unique. Now, the way that these rarity types actually work together are within a family. So the common, the rare, and the unique are part of a family of that particular card. Now, it probably sounds a little bit confusing at the moment, but it really isn't. Basically, they are just all the same card, but they have different rarity tiers, and that's all you need to know for now. Now, for each common card, there are 2 rare versions that exist. One is the base faction, and one is the altered faction. This is something that I mentioned earlier, but basically for every card family, they will have their base faction and another faction that they can also come in, but it only comes in the rare or higher tiers. It is also worth noting though, however, that spells and permanents only exist as 2 rarity types, commons and rares. They don't have uniques for those particular types of cards. Characters, however, are present as commons and rares, just like the previous types, but they also have another rarity. And this is Altered's special rarity tier, something that I've been really excited to get into, known as uniques. Unique cards are an ultimate alteration of a family of character cards. They're basically what you might know as like alternate arts or full art variants of the same card. They are usually very, very similar artwork to the rares, but with some subtle changes that make the art way more vibrant and stand out a little bit more. They just add a few little details while also making it like a proper full art. Now, there is actually a little bit more to these cards, which I'll get into in a sec, but uniques, just like rares, are also available in their common faction and an altered faction. And I thought I'd also mention another really cool aspect of the Kickstarter release is that they are going to include 12 alternate art character families. So basically this means that there's going to be an alternate art version of the common, the rare, and the unique version of a specific character from the 12 character families that they've decided in that Kickstarter. Now, this was something that was brought in after the Kickstarter funding reached, certain tiers. They added in more alternate arts, which is a really, really cool aspect of it. But basically when the cards appear in the Kickstarter packs, they will only be the alternate art versions. Also, they will not appear in the regular release of Beyond the Gates. This is a really cool inclusion, and I can definitely foresee a world where the Kickstarter alternate art versions of these character families are very valuable and highly sought after. Now, I just wanted to touch on just how cool unique cards really are. Now, these cards, according to the creators, are algorithmically generated, meaning that they are truly unique. Every unique has different stats, mana costs, and other rules. They're the same card, but every single one of them is different. The one generated for you will never be found anywhere else with the exact same combination of stats and rules, etc. I don't think there has been anything like this before. Every single time you open packs will truly be a unique experience. Every time you play the game, this will also be true because you'll be coming up against a different unique every single time. It will never be the exact same. This creates so many possibilities and alterations of this TCG, so hence the name Altered, I guess. Now onto the fun part. Well, at least the fun part for me. This is where we find out the pull rates of the booster packs and what you can expect to find when you open up one. Keeping in mind though that the Kickstarter boosters will be different to the regular boosters that released this week. So I'll go through the pull rates of a regular booster pack first. Slot 1 is 100% pull rate for a hero card. Slot 2 to 9, which is the 8 common cards, they are 100% going to be common cards. Slot 10 to 11 are 2 of the 3 rare cards, which are 100% rare. Then slot 12 is also a rare slot, but it has an 87.5% chance of being a rare and a 12.5% chance of being a unique. Slot 13 is the token slot, and there's a 58.3% chance of it being a token, 16.7% chance of being a mana card, and 25% chance of being a foiler. Now, the contents and the pull rates of the Kickstarter booster packs are completely different, and the booster boxes are also different. The booster boxes in the normal non-Kickstarter version of the booster box or the booster display, they have 36 packs in them. However, the Kickstarter booster box has 37. Now, for all you people that missed out on the booster displays, you're probably thinking to yourself, 37, last year there was 36. I know, Dudley, relax. It's not my fault. The Kickstarters have 37. It was just another tier that they reached and ticked it over to 37 packs. It was just like an extra thing that they added in. It's done now. If you missed out, you can't go back. However, I will go into the pull rates of the booster packs themselves as well in the Kickstarter version because they are also different. It's only slightly different, but they are different. So Slot 1 again is a hero card 100%. However, it's a foil hero. Slot 2 to 8 this time are the common cards. Again, 100%. Slot 9 is where things start getting a little bit different. Slot 9 is a 50% chance of being a common and a 50% chance of being a rare. Slot 10 is basically the same as the original where it's just 100% rare. Now this is where it starts getting really weird. Slot 11 is a 98.6% chance of being a rare. But in this slot, there's also a 1.4% chance of getting a 2023-2024 promo version. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Hey, maybe we'll find out. Slot 12, also different. 83.3% chance of being a rare. 14.8% chance of being unique. And this is where it gets really different. This is where they add in their unique alternate art foils. 1.84% chance of getting one of those. That does not sound like a very good chances, but who knows? Slot 13, very similar to the slot 13 of the regular booster pack. You have 33.3% chance of being a token, 16.7% chance of being a mana, and a 50% chance of being a foiler this time as opposed to 25% chance. So it looks like they're trying to get us more foiler cards in the Kickstarter version. And in the Kickstarter booster packs as well, we have a slot 14, an extra card in every single booster pack as well. These ones are just a 50-50 chance of being a common or a rare. So now that we've gone through the contents of the booster packs and their pull rates, there was just a couple of points I wanted to quickly touch on. One of them being the foiler cards that I mentioned earlier. Now this is where it gets a little bit weird. There are actually no foiled cards. There are no foiled cards, no hollows within an altered booster pack. Instead, you will find what is called a foiler card. Now, I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but basically these foiler cards are cards that you can redeem online. There are 3 different foiler cards that for common, rare, and unique. Those cards act as redemption cards where you send them in and you get to choose which card you want to get foiled, and basically Equinox or whoever creates the cards for them will send you a foiled version of the card that you've chosen. The beauty of this is that you get to choose which cards that you foil. So one foiler card will get you one foiled card. I hope it makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but I think it's one of those things where you got to put it into practice and then you'll be like, oh, okay, that's how it works. It is honestly a really, really unique and interesting concept, once again, from Equinox. One thing to note though, you would have noticed in the rarity section just before, some of the cards I listed did say that they were foiled, and that is only in the Kickstarter version once again. So I think you get a hero card that's foiled, and there's that 1.84% chance or whatever of getting the unique alternate art, which is also foiled. So I think this is the only time where the cards will come in the pack already foiled. Now, the foiler cards, interesting, because you're probably asking to yourself, how do I redeem them? Now, this leads into my next point, and you've probably already seen them on some of the cards that I've been showing you guys. There are QR codes on every single card. And you've probably been asking yourself the whole time, what the hell are the QR codes and what do they mean? So basically the QR codes is a unique identifier for every single card that you have. Every common card, every rare card, every unique card, every single one. They're all unique. And basically the QR code lets you enter that card into your collection. And you do that through the collection app. It's an altered app. Now, once they're in your collection, what happens then? Now, there is a couple of things that you can do with them. The main one being that they are now in your collection and you can build decks with those cards that are in your collection. If they are in your collection and you have the card, you're allowed to play with those decks in the competitive scene. If you go to a competitive tournament, they potentially might check your collection just to make sure that every single card in your deck you actually own. And if you don't own it and it's not in your collection, then they won't let you play with it. And the other 2 things you can do is you can trade them and you can sell them online completely over the app, which leads me on to the next point, which Equinox is coming up with an idea. It's called the marketplace, and they haven't quite built it yet, but it is coming out. I'm not 100% sure when. And basically you'll be able to sell and trade your cards via the marketplace. It's going to be like a third-party type marketplace, obviously. So similar to TCG Player or something like that, when you sell your cards through that marketplace, then obviously they will get a percentage of that, which is fine. You can still trade, and trading is probably for free, and you wouldn't have to go through the marketplace anyway, unless you just listed your cards for $0, I guess. Another thing that you can also do is just loan your cards as well. Like if somebody wants to borrow one of your cards for their decks to play in a tournament, that's also something you can do. The next logical question is like, okay, well, if it's just online, how do I then own like a physical copy of that card once I've sold it to somebody or once I bought a card off somebody? What Equinox is allowing people to do is if you have done that, you're allowed to, and I think there's like a limitation to it, but basically you can order the card to be shipped to you. They'll print you a new one and they'll ship it straight to you in your preferred language as well. So at the moment, I think they've only got it in English and French, but they probably will add different languages in the future. I honestly think there's so many really cool aspects to this game, and I could probably keep going on for hours, but I don't want to keep you guys here for that long. I'm really looking forward to watching and seeing how Altered grows as a TCG. I can see this game going anywhere because it just seems really fun as a player and as a collector. Okay guys, now into the fun part of this video. We get to open a Kickstarter booster display of Altered. So without further ado, this is it, the Altered Beyond the Gates booster box. Here it is, look, 37 booster packs. This is the Kickstarter edition right there, the KS edition. This is really special, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually have 2 of these boxes. I'm only going to open one because I'm going to have one for my collection back there. Now, it's not because I think it's going to make any money or anything like that. If I thought that, I would have bought bloody 10 of these things. It's just because this is a really special Kickstarter edition. It is very unique. It's very special. It's not going to be made again. These are never going to see the light of day again. This is a one-off KS edition, one-off Kickstarter edition, and all the Beyond the Gates boxes that release this week on the 13th, they're not going to be the same as this. They're not going to have the 37 booster packs, and they're not going to say KS edition on it, and they're not going to include the same things that are inside this box either. Like the booster packs are going to be one less, like these ones have one extra in every pack, and they're not going to have the alternate art versions of some of these character families like they are in this box. So yeah, it is really special. I'm really keen to open this. I'm really keen to open this. I've been waiting a really long time for this to get here because I think I found out about this like a year ago, and I saw it and immediately I was like, nah, I love this. Look at this. Look at the art already on this box. Like it's very Disney, very anime, which is just right up my alley. Absolutely. Let's stop yapping about this box and let's just open it, because I'm sure you guys are hanging out after that explanation of this set. It's probably got you guys around to go just as much as it's got me around to go. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much with that, with the explanation and the rundown of Altered, the TCG. I don't think this box is going to fit in my frame. That's really annoying. Could potentially move this back. Okay, it's not going to fit. It's not going to fit. Don't worry about it. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much with it. That was the first time I've ever done something like that, like an educational type of video. But now we're on to the fun part. This is where the fun begins. We get to see the cards in the flesh for the first time. This is Beyond the Gates. Even the pack has Kickstarter edition on it. This is really special. This is honestly so cool. I've never actually opened a brand new TCG before like this. Usually it's like, you know, coming to the party late. This is awesome. I mean, actually, you know, I probably opened like, you know, Pokemon cards when they first came out when I was a kid. I don't even remember that. So without further ado, let's get into the first pack of Altered. I do have the slots and their pull rates over there. So there's our guaranteed 100% holo rare hero, which is really cool. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get 37 of these holo rares. I'm gonna try and say foiled rather than holo, because that's how they call it. But it is a holo card. There's a holo foil, Arak and Kibble. I think. Don't know how to say that at all. I'm not gonna pretend like I know these off by heart. I think so. These guys are from the Lyra faction. So just put that to the side for now. So we can get into, that's Amelia Earhart. This guy's some anime samurai looking guy. Damn, the artwork's really cool. I think the first, what is it? The first two to eight is common. So I think we're getting into our rare slot very shortly. Yep, that's a Tinkerbell rare. You can see it's got the R for rare. And now something, so that's another rare, the Sandman. So the pull rate for that, yep, that is, so slot 10 is, that's that first slot, that first rare slot is 100% going to be a rare. And then the second is 98% to be a rare. So we basically got the, you know, the most common chance of getting that one. And then I think this is the slot where you can get the promo, whatever that is. If we get one, we'll see it. This is a Radasker, if you say that. And now this one is different. So this is where it's a bit different. So it's actually got the F. This is supposed to be, this is another rare slot. So, but the F, what the F means is that it's an altered faction. So this one is in Ordis faction, and obviously his base faction is different to this one. So that's what the F means. And as you can see, actually I forgot to mention, we got the cool altered A there for the Kickstarter edition of the cards. So all of our cards are going to have that stamp on it, which is really, really cool. And there's our foiler card at the back. It's a common foiler. So just to recap on what foilers are, if I want to foil a common card, I will scan this QR code, add it to my collection, and then basically go, I want this common card that's also in my collection foiled, and they will foil it, send it out to me. And yeah, it's just a way we can get common foil cards, which is pretty cool. And that's a 50% chance of getting a foil card in that last slot. Otherwise, it's a token or a mana card or a, what was the other one? It's just a mana. Otherwise, it's a token or a mana card. That's it. So I'm really liking the art style. They definitely were not lying about their inspiration. There's our hero, foiled Nevenka and Bloch. This is a cool one. This is a cool one. We'll sleeve that, but we'll just put it down for now. Helping hand. Yeah, this is very, very anime kind of art. Very Disney-esque as well. Actually, I've seen this card. This is straight up. This one is straight up. Just the camera. This is straight up just ripped off of Howl's Moving Castle. Like without a doubt. I mean, I've gone through some of the cards, obviously, just to like get an understanding of like the families and their different, you know, alternate art versions and rare versions and like how they change. And I'm pretty sure like the rare version or the unique version for this card, it literally has a scarecrow and an old lady like sitting in the freaking on the porch up the top there, and it's like it's a house on legs. It is somebody watched Howl's Moving Castle when they made this card, when they designed this card. Actually, we got the artist Taras Suzak on this. So Taras, I know what you did. I know what you did, and I'm not mad about it. Let's get that clear. I'm not mad. I love Howl's Moving Castle. That honestly is probably my favorite anime movie ever. Favorite Studio Ghibli movie. It's top tier. And this is a cool card. Definitely gives me that vibe. There's an Altered Faction Axiom Salvager. That's our first rare slot, second rare slot, and a Dr. Frankenstein. Okay, Dr. Frankenstein. His monster is a robot, and he's kind of half a robot. He's got a robot arm. And we got a rare Parvati. Oh, hang on. That's an Altered Faction Lady of the Lake rare too. So how many rare slots do we get? We got one. There's three rare slots. So there's the Altered Faction Lady of the Lake. Another rare Banishing Gate. And another Altered Faction Orders Recruit. This is no, not Altered Faction. This is a token card. This is a token. Sorry, I thought that was an F, but that is a T. So this is a token card. Token character soldier. All right. I'm not sure how these are implemented in the game, so please, if you want to see another video where we do a rundown on how to actually play the game, then let me know. I can make that happen. It just looked like a lot. It looked like a lot, and this video is already going to go for way too long because it's 37 packs, and I'm doing the explanation on like what this guy, you know, what this TCG is all about. Kojo and Buddha. That's cool. I like this guy. Bravos hero. It's a nice one. Ooh. So I'm just gonna suss out the common slots and just see if like any of these actually become an Altered Faction, because I feel like that's what happened in the last pack. So is it a dragon giving a lecture at a whatever? Definitely interesting. That's a rare intimidation spell. That's a spell rare. Yongsu, Altered Faction, Lyra or whatever it is, and the Frog Prince. It's just a rare. Ooh, okay. That's our first unique foiler, guys. Okay, so this is kind of important. The common foilers are, you know, they're common foilers, but this is a unique foiler. So if we do pull a unique, which I think in this one, they are basically, actually no, they're not guaranteed to be foil. It's just an alt art that's guaranteed to be foil. So if we do pull a unique in this box, which based on the odds, we probably should at least get a couple, then we'll be able to foil one of those bad boys. So we got a unique foil art. That's cool. All right. Be interesting to see what the pool, like it's 50% chance of getting a foiler in that last slot, but I wonder if it's 50% chance just, you know, for any random one, like you get 1 in 3 chance of getting common, rare, or unique foiler, or if it's like the unique ones are actually rarer than the other two. I mean, it would make sense if they were, because it's unique. So Gulrang, and Toxin? Ortis, that's an Ortis hero. It's cool that we're getting different ones. Haven't got a duplicate yet of the heroes. Oh, that's nice. Altered faction, daughter of Yggdrasil. Okay. See, some of this stuff, some of the like characters or like they're getting inspiration from other like fantasy type made up mythical things. This is from whatever bloody Thor's religion is, freaking Norse mythology. This is like the world tree or whatever. So like, and you know, we've seen some like, we've seen a card that's got inspiration from Howl's Moving Castle, Harvest Rare, into Altered Faction Celebration Day. Oh, okay, I thought that was something special. That's a nice. This is a cool card. This guy's getting. Oh, it's our first unique. That's Mowgli. Is it Mowgli? Hang on, let's get this is out. Just got a token, so have a look at our first unique card, guys. So yeah, you can see that's not hollow, but we got one of these. We got one of these. So we could hollow this if we wanted. We could foil it. I mean, we could foil it. This is unique Mowgli. This is Mowgli from bloody Mowgli. Yeah, from Jungle Book, right? Like this is Mowgli from Jungle Book. They've straight. I didn't know they were just like straight up grabbing the characters out of it. Like these literally with a bear as well. So cool though. Cool. That's our first unique. Now, like because this is just, you know, cardboard version of it, I don't really have to sleeve it. It's not a foiled card. It's not a hollow. So I don't know. I don't really know what to do with this. It kind of feels weird, but that's our first unique. Doesn't really matter, I guess, because we can just add it to our collection later. So it's all online. It's all there. So yeah, that's a unique. It's like a 15% chance to get one of those. It's the alt art uniques that are like 1% or less or something. They're like really, really hard to get, but that's all right. It's a Bravos hero, a Astardian Surge. These are cool. These are cool. Damn, some of the art in this is actually so cool. It really is. I'm really enjoying this. Off you go. Common. It's our Altered Faction Dracaena maybe? I don't know. Oh, it's this weird lady. Another Altered Faction. Ouroboros Croupier. Some of the names are very fancy. Very hard to pronounce. Conferral Cone Man. It's Altered Faction rare as well. Charge rare. Spell. Oh, and there's that mana card. So I did mention these. This is one of the cards you can get in this final slot, the token mana and the foiler. And the mana is actually kind of low. Yeah, it's like 16% chance of getting that. So we might not get as many of those, but that's a mana card. All right, I'll try and be a little bit quicker with how I'm going through all these. Actually, did I grab my foil? I don't think I've sleeved the last foiled hero just then, but that's all right. It's an Akisha and Taru. Izmir hero, Izmir. If I'm getting that way off, way wrong, then I probably am. It's fine. Is that Mowgli? Just the regular common version of the Mowgli. Actually, we might get that. I might get that out, and then we'll have a look at the difference. So there's an Altered Faction Tanuki, and maybe if we get a rare Mowgli, we can get all three in the family. That's a character family, and we get a complete character family. Lady of the Lake rare. That's a cool. I like that. And Thoth. Yes. Thoth, the literate pelican beak thingy, and common foiler. I'm gonna get the Mowgli out. Put that to the side since we've got our unique Mowgli. So when we get a rare Mowgli, we'll be able to show the whole family, the whole Mowgli family. Yeah, one thing that I haven't actually really talked about is like the quality of these cards and how they feel. And honestly, they feel pretty good. They feel very good quality. This is Athanas and Senka. This guy's kind of creepy looking. He's very creepy looking, but he's me a hero. Still very cool. Yeah, so the quality is nice. It's, I mean, yeah, considering none of these are ever going to be foiled and you can get them printed out for you and stuff from, yeah, they're pretty nice. I mean, so far, like the centering and stuff on all of them has been pretty spot on. Not that I've been paying heaps of attention to that. There's an Altered Faction rare. Haven Bravos. Bastion. Cloth Cocoon rare. Lyra Thespian. Was it Lyra? I don't know. Maybe it's Lyra. Kraken Wrath. Rare. It's a scary looking card. And there's a token at the end. Brass Bug. Yeah, the quality's nice. The quality's good on these cards. Like, I can't really fault them at all. They feel similar, very similar to the Lorcana cards. Very similar to the Lorcana cards in terms of like their thickness and quality. Probably not as thick as the Dragon Ball cards, but Dragon Ball cards are quite thick though. They're very thick, which gives them good quality. This is a Sigisma and Wingspan. Ordis Hero. It's cool that we get a holo or foiled hero guaranteed in every single pack. That's kind of cool. Considering they don't do foils or foilers or foiled cards in the regular version at all, it's cool that we're just basically guaranteed. Ooh, 3 little pigs. Altered faction, 3 little pigs. 3 little. Okay, we're doing 3 little pigs apparently. Ouroboros, seen that lady. Calonic generator into common foiler. So we've gotten 3 common foilers and 1 unique foiler, which sort of tells me that potentially, yeah, maybe the unique foilers are kind of rare. Like, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Traced and Rossum, Axiom Hero. Very cool, very cool. Oh, don't want to do that. There's that 3 little pigs going again. I wonder what other cards they've gotten here that are like from those kind of like story. Oh, Son of Yggdrasil. Okay. Weird looking tree, I guess. Altered faction red. To just a more token. I'm really interested, and I find it interesting. Waru and Mac Ordis Hero. I just like that they've got the altered stamp, like the A there. That's the Kickstarter stamp. Curious to see like your thoughts on whether or not that will actually make any of these cards any more valuable. I don't know. Oh, Brass Bug card. I do remember like reading, because I was doing a lot of research and a lot of reading on their website. That's a rare Monolith Legates. Oh, that's another unique, guys. Amahale. Let's just check what we get. Token. Get rid of that. It's Amahale Asgarthon Outcast. Yes, definitely pronouncing that right. I know for a fact that I'm pronouncing that right. There ain't another way to say that guy's name other than the way that I just said it. This is cool. A cool unique. It's all like, yeah, the uniques are full art versions of the rares, basically a bit more detailed. It's cool. That's our second unique actually. I think they said that unique pull rates are like 1 in 8 packs or something like that. Seems to be kind of semi-accurate right now, because like how many packs have gone through? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually gone through 9 packs only and gone 2. So maybe we're getting a bit lucky. But yeah, so the full art, that's a common. See, it's very similar. Once we get the rare, I'll be able to show you guys like the difference between the 3. There honestly isn't like that much difference between the 3. I mean, the common one is very basic. The rare one's like a little bit nicer, but the difference between the rare and the unique isn't too much, other than the fact that they are like, it's a full art version, and this is a Bravos Hero, Basira and Kaisermon, yep. Little Red Riding Hood, maybe? Red, potentially? Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I'm cooking. Mind of Apotheosis, Ordis Trooper, Tooth Fairy, into Isun Boshi? Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. There's Amahale, yeah. Oh boy, I can actually do a comparison here now. Just put that to the side. Hydrocana. It's Conjuring Seal spell. Just a rare. To the Sandman. Yes. Altered Faction Sandman. There's a mana card. Cool. So I can actually, so now I can do this little comparison. So this is just the regular rare Amahale Asgarthon Outcast. Yes. Yeah, so you can see that the difference between the two is there's not a whole lot, other than the fact that it is a full art version. This is a different faction as well, because this is the altered faction. This is its regular faction. Oh no, sorry, no, it's the same faction. So this is actually the altered faction. It's not quite as obvious because this one has F whereas this just has a U no matter what, even if it's the regular faction and the altered faction. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, you can see that like the background is a little bit more going on, a bit more lightning. His hand is holding the lightning, whereas in this one's a bit open. So yeah, that's pretty much like all the differences. There's like little subtle differences like that, which honestly I kind of like. It makes the like getting the rare versions and the unique versions definitely worth it. I mean, if they were just exactly the same, there probably wouldn't really be much point to calling them rares or unique. So it makes sense that they are slightly different. Sierra and Oddball, yes. It's a very oddball. Achilles. Well, that's just a cool looking city. That's a landmark permanent. Beauty sleep, yeah. Oh, I can relate to that. Definitely my beauty sleep. So rare Haven Warrior, very cool. And ooh, rare Lyra Festival. I like this. This is a cool rare card. Even the rares are nice, man. Like even the rares are like kind of full arty anyway already. Like they're pretty nice to begin with. And we're just stacking up on rare. Oh, there's our first rare foiler. Nice. So if any of these foiler cards that you actually, if any of these you like, any of them I like, you can get them forward now. You can only get one, but that's all right for now. If you want to suggest any of them that you want me, you want to see foiled, let me know. I'm probably just going to sit on them for a bit and wait to see what I want to foil. Like, who knows, might open some more of this in the future. So there's no rush in foiling your cards. May as well hold on to them. We've gotten Navenka and Blotch before, I think. But if there are any ones that, you might like them personally and you might want to see me get them in my collection and have them foiled. But let me know. Yeah, you can suggest something if you want. I might not listen to you, but you can suggest something. That's Haven. Asmodeus? Asmodeus, yeah, that's a rare. Devil looking guy. Kind of creepy. Autist Cadets, rare. Spycraft, rare. Oh, that's a unique Ozma. Oh, I'm saying that like I know what it is. Coin foiler. That is a unique Ozma. Okay. This is a pretty card. This is a really pretty card. Noble character from the Ortis faction. Yes, Ortis faction. That's our third unique. That is pretty good. That is good so far. I think our pull rates on the uniques is quite good. Quite good so far. And like the fact that this is 100% a one of one unique now, like. Look, I get like the uniques all look the same, like artwork style, the uniques will all look the same, but all of the stats and like the costs and all that kind of stuff, even what it does, like I think there's only like a couple of things that they've made the cards do. Like obviously they can't like make them do infinite things, otherwise it would take them a very long time to think of ideas. But this is 100% one of one unique. There will never be another Ozma with this combination of stats in the world. Is mine. Be interesting to see like. Because I'm guessing that there's going to be obviously some of these unique variations, some of these unique cards that are like super OP. They have like a combination of stats and stuff that just makes them like incredibly OP in the actual game, like playing it. So obviously there's going to be like somewhere like people are going to potentially want them. Like if I have a particular card unique and it's like really OP, but because I'm, maybe not playing the game competitively, somebody might want to try and buy it off me or trade it for me or something like that. But it'd be interesting to see if like, if I put these up on my collection or whatever, and whether or not the specific uniques are like documented and then people can like look them and search for them, and maybe through the marketplace you can find somebody that has it, even if they haven't necessarily listed the card for trade or for selling it. There's a Dr. Frankenstein rare. And yeah, it'd be curious to see if that's a possibility, and you can search for the card, search for the owner, try and find the person that owns that OP unique that you want in your deck, and then like send them an offer, like try and trade for it or buy it off them or something like that. I wonder if that would ever be like a thing that happens, or if other people have already like opened this. Like I'm probably like one of the last people in the world to get this, because it's literally like the week that the actual set is coming out. So a lot of people have already gotten this Kickstarter version, and I was going on their website and looking at their cards. So, and it looked like it was including like everyone's, because there's like 1,000 of like a specific unique, and I was like, holy crap. So maybe they do upload it to their actual website. Every single person that scans their card into the collection then comes up onto the That's Kappa. Yeah, and it comes up onto their website, and it's all there in their registry, and you can look for it. Oh, that's a promo. That's a promo 2024. Basira and Kaizaimon, Bravos Hero, and unique foil art. This is kind of a bit of a got back. This is kind of a got back. Ain't gonna lie with you guys. I mean, I don't need to sleeve it. I don't need to sleeve it. I was just like going for the sleeve, like, oh my god, I need to sleeve this because this is a promo. And the promo pull rates are, what is that? 1.4%. 1.4% in the promo pull rate. That's dope. That is really dope. So this is a hero. So the promo cards, I didn't actually really know that much about them. Like I like knew they were a thing, spoke about them, but I didn't know 100% what they like were. But I guess this is just like a special version of this particular Bravos hero, and it's like a full art version. I'm gonna have to look into this more. If somebody does know what it means to get a promo, I'm excited about it, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me know if you do know somebody out there might know. Put that to the side. That's really cool. But that seemed like it was kind of, I don't know, I'm looking at the slots. It kind of felt like it was in the wrong slot, maybe. All right, maybe I'm gonna have to count these slots. So first slot is hero, 100% holo, Koja and Buddha, Bravos hero. That's a holo. And then we've got, and the next 7 cards are common, 100%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 common. So I know this is boring, I'm just counting them like this, but this is just for research. So that's our 7th common. Then our next slot 10 is a rare. Wait, why do we get 9? Oh, sorry, hang on. Slot 9 is a 50% common, 50% rare. That makes way more sense. Okay, yeah, I am special. That's fine. Now we get slot 11, which is a 100% rare, and that is a rare Foundry Axiom Bastion. We actually looked at this card before, and I said this looked really cool, like a cool looking city. Kind of reminds me of something out of like Full Metal Alchemist, that movie that I can't remember what the name is, but you know the movie, very good movie. Looks cool. And then next slot is a slot 12, which is the rare unique art foil slot, which we have like a 83% chance of a rare, so it makes sense that we got a rare in that one. Sorry, this is the rare promo slot, so that's a rare there. And then this is the rare unique alt art slot, which we didn't get a unique, we just got a rare. And then we get, okay, so it is all, everything's in order. It's fine. I just felt like that promo was in the wrong slot. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that in the recording because I kind of felt like it was in the wrong. This is actually really fun. This is fun, just like finding out about this new TCG, new game. Everything's new, fresh. You know, I just like the adventure of it, which honestly, this is probably what the creators of this game had in mind when they were creating all this, like adventure style game anyway. Like the adventure of going through this is Twinkle Twinkle, Altered Faction, rare. Daughter of Yggdrasil, rare. Gotten that one before. The Hatter, rare as well. Ooh, see, there it is. That's the Baba Yaga rare. The house on the legs. The house moving castle. This is it. See, look. This is an old lady. He's got the scarecrow. This is like the exact freaking same as the scarecrow in Howl's Moving Castle, who turns out that he was a prince and he was cursed. And whew, all right, there we go. So there it is. There's the rare Baba Yaga. Great art. I don't care if there's a little bit of plagiarism in there. I don't give a shit. Right now, Baba Yaga might be my favorite card. Look at the Baba Yaga unique. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. I wonder if it's got the scarecrow in the unique too, in the same way. I think it does because the rares are the same. They're definitely the same. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if that's an alternate art. That might be an alternate art from the family. To be honest, because I don't know what the regular arts are supposed to look like, we can look into it later. But that might be actually an alternate art because that's definitely different to the common. Normally the commons are very similar to the rares, just a bit better, but like that is completely different to the common. Like we saw the common, it was like on stilts in the house. That's like a close up of them on the porch. That's right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. That's a rare. Armored Jammer. Yep. Ooh, Loki. Actually, this one I am sure is alternate art because Loki is one of the alternate arts. There is a list of the 12 alternate art things. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but I do remember Loki because it's Loki. Loki's a very memorable character to remember. And I'm pretty sure Loki is his character family is alternate art. It's a rare sticky note seals. Something out of bloody Naruto or something. Ooh, there's a unique. That's a unique. Just a common foiler. It's fine. Ouroboros Croupier. Very nice. Very nice. Unique. Awesome. All right. Damn, we are stacking up the uniques. This is cool. I wonder how many uniques we're actually gonna get in this whole box. Like halfway through and we've gotten like five already. Yeah, I'm excited to see how many uniques we get. Uniques are so cool. Honestly, I was talking about it when I was doing the rundown of this awesome looking game. This awesome TCG. Yeah, that's right, it's Loki. Can't confirm if he's alternate art from that. But yeah, the idea of the unique cards, just the idea of it is so cool. Rare foiler, it's our second one, I think. I honestly think it is truly unique that they've done this. And it's so special. It makes them so cool to get a unique. I've never really experienced anything like that before. Oh, this is the guy that we got the promo for. This is just the regular hero version of that. Atlas, the Titan. Yep. Yeah, just the idea of the uniques, man. I fuck with it real hard. I think it's an awesome idea. It's gonna make if this game does pop off, like it potentially might. Oh, magical training rare. That's kind of nice. That's a pretty looking card. Common. Then uniques are gonna be absolutely insane to collect. They really, really are. Especially the unique alternate art and these unique Kickstarter exclusive versions. Rin and Orchard. It's cool, cute little hero. Honestly, I'm just excited for this. Oh, there's the Baba Yaga common. It's different to the one that we got earlier. Crap, that's going to be lost in my pile of cards. But that's different because the other one we got was, yeah, like a full version of the house. We'll leave that to the side for now. We'll just leave it to the side. And if we get another version, then we can see if there is like an alternate art version. But actually, no, I don't think that's right because the alternate art versions are 100% guaranteed in this. Like if you get the card that it has an alternate art version or alternate art family, you 100% get it in these boxes. So I don't know. I'll have to look into which ones are actual alt arts. So rare, meditation training, Amelia Earhart, kind of looks like something out of Treasure Planet. To a token. Speaking of Treasure Planet, that is a great underrated movie. I know it's not related to this whatsoever, but I feel like I had to say that because it is a great movie. And a lot of the artwork in this game is honestly reminding me of the art style from that movie. So if you like the art from this movie, from this game, you probably like that movie. So check it out. That's just a recommendation. Not related to this. Paint Prison Rare, Aloe Vera. That's a weird name for a card, but that's all right. The Kraken, that's the rare Kraken. We've seen the regular Kraken. Just a mana card. Two more of this like middle row, this middle section of cards. And then we're into our last little section. So we're definitely over the halfway mark. This is Sierra and Oddball. We've gotten that one before. It's Kappa, Hooked, kind of like, looked like Blitzcrank from League of Legends. Oh, that's a Boom rare. Magical Training. Oh, that's the altered faction of that card. We just got the regular faction of that one before. Moonlight Jellyfish altered faction as well. This is cute looking card. Orders Trooper rare into rare foiler. Cool. All right. Starting to get a good amount of foiler cards, which is really cool. I was like the pull rates for the foilers in this box is way higher than the one in the regular box. So I'm glad that we're stacking up on them because they might end up being a little bit harder to get. Izmir Hero in the regular boxes in the regular release. Oh, is it Robin Hood? Have we seen Robin Hood? I'm pretty sure this is an alternate art Robin Hood too. I think Robin Hood is an alternate art family too. I don't know all of them off the top of my head right now, but that's all right. Physical Training rare. But yeah, they just straight up got Robin Hood in this. It's crazy that I do that. Intimidation to Buddha. That's cool. That's actually that Buddha card. He's also part of like a hero and companion card. So yeah, it actually says companion token character. So looks like they include some of the characters in this set or in this whole thing in multiple different ways. You can have a hero with its companion and the companion can also be a token. So there you go. Interesting little aspect. Rin and Orchard. We've gotten this one before. Mulan. 3 little pigs. I'm just like reliving my bloody whole entire childhood. Celestial Burst kind of looks like a card from Yu-Gi-Oh! Mighty Jin. Dorothy Gale. I feel like we're not in Kansas anymore. That is just Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. Okay, now we're really just getting into the depths of my childhood. And another rare foil. Cool. I'll have to go through like all my rares in my collection, which is probably easier to look through on my on the app once I upload them all, which I will be uploading them all before I release this video, so none of you little snakes can steal them from me. Not that I think any of you would do that. I mean, there's probably some people who would, but no, none of my fam, none of my crew, whatever, I don't know what we call ourselves, but I know none of you guys would do that. It's an Inari rare, Loki rare, which is first rare of Loki actually. And I'm pretty sure that's the alternate art version of Loki. Monolith Room Scribe, Monolith Legate, Altered Faction Common Foiler. Damn, we're really racking up the foilers. This is actually kind of good, kind of real good. I'll have to go through them, through the rares and whatever and commons and see which cards I do want to get foiled if there are any. But like I said, I potentially am just going to hold on to them for a while because you never know. Might pull something later that I really want foiled, and if I've used my foiler, then I won't be able to get it foiled, and that would be sad. But you can actually trade and buy the foilers on the marketplace too, and through the app as well. So you can actually do that as well. So if you're really desperate to foil a card, you can just buy a foiler. It's Achilles, going through a bit of a dry spell for uniques, but that's okay. We kind of knew that would probably happen just based on the pull rates and how many we got so early. And we're down to our last like row of cards or row of packs. That's a creepy looking lady. Jean. Little flying rat there. Open the gate. See there? Yeah, see, look, there's the Baba. There's the Baba. Where's the other one? Oh, it's Baba's Isba. This is Baba Yaga. I am special. Ignore me. It is a completely different card. That's a landmark. Not, yep, that's all right. Achilles rare. Hydrocana rare. Aether Shard. Altered Faction rare. Meditation Training. Altered Faction rare. Oh, okay. Now I thought there was something special there. But it's just that dragon that's giving a lecture, or he's graduating or something. He looks like he's got like a graduation hat on, so good for him. Could just be giving a speech at a graduation. Who knows what he's doing, but he's a talking dragon, so he can do what he wants. Oh, that's our promo hero that we got. Amelia, Bravos, Pavati. Pavati, is that from Harry Potter? There's a character called Pavati in Harry Potter, isn't there? Rare. Kelon Elemental, another rare. Serenomus, or whatever you said. Muna Caregiver. There's an Altered Faction. Oh, that's unique. There's a unique. That's a unique Monolith Legate. That's kind of nice. And we get a rare foiler. That is nice. That is a really nice, unique, awesome full art. That's cool. It's kind of hard to showcase like how cool the uniques are, I guess, because they're not foiled. It's just really weird. It is a really weird aspect of the game, of this, like, of how they've done this, I will admit, but it is still cool. Like, it is cool that you get to you can pick which uniques you want to get foiled, I guess. But I mean, it is odd that like they're not all just automatically foiled, but like they said in their thing, that it's part of their manufacturing process. It's just a limitation of that, I guess, which is fair enough. Oh yeah, okay. Rare Marley, rare Ordis Carrier. It's just a token. It's fine. I've never seen it done that way before, but this is just straight up a unique card game. It is just different to anything that I've ever experienced or seen before. I don't know anybody that's done this. I mean, there probably has been card games that I don't know about that may have done something like this, but it's the first time I'm seeing it. First time I'm dealing with this. Rare John, rare Ozma, which we got a unique for her. Minor Channeling, Lyra Thespian, Izmir Stargazer, rare. It's a common foiler. But I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on like what you think about this game, about Altered. Did you even know about it before you watched this video? You might not have, because there's a lot of trading card games out there. A lot of them getting released all the time. A lot of new ones. Just some rares from that one. Like, what do you think? Do you think this game is looks promising? Do you think it has potential? Wario and Mac Ortis Hero? I don't know if we've gotten that hero before. Yeah, do you think it looks promising? Do you think this could be good? Like, I know it's not something that I normally open, not something that you probably normally used to seeing from me. All in spell. Ooh, Spindle, that's looking kind of cool. And I get that. I get that. It's not Dragon Ball, it's not Pokemon or One Piece or anything like that. And honestly, like that could potentially be a reason as to why maybe this game, it might not, and maybe it might not do that well. Maybe that might be your opinion. You might be like, nah, it's not. Doesn't have a link to like, you know, some anime or a game or anything like that that's already exists, that's popular. So it's having to start from scratch. But keep in mind that this is the most funded trading card game on Kickstarter ever. So it has a lot of fans already, has a lot of backers, a lot of people who believe in it, that think that it can go far. Hooked. Blitzcrank, that's the Blitzcrank hook. Rare. Sakabura. Jean. Yup. So just a mana. So there are already a lot of people that believe in this. There are a lot of people who already think this is going to be the next big thing. And to be honest, like I can see it doing that. Like it's got all the makings. Like it's unique. It's different. It's got really cool artwork that's inspired from, you know, that anime, that, you know, Disney type stuff. It's very, very, very Disney, to be honest. This reminds me a lot of the bloody, what is it called? Lorcana. Disney cards. It's very, very similar. Charge, Altered Faction Rare, Mulan, second last pack, guys. And for me, like it's just even just the rarity system and how they've like structured that. I think that's really, really cool. Like really, really cool. I just love the idea of the uniques. I think it's special and it has essentially like unlimited like potential. That what a spot. That kind of looks like, I was gonna say, that kind of looks like Jinx. Also from League of Legends or Arcane, if that's where you know it from. Ride the Bifrost. It's another Thor thing. Rare foiler. As we get into our last pack of the Kickstarter version of Altered, Beyond the Gates. This has been really fun. It's been really fun. It's been really fun explaining it. It's been really fun opening these cards and seeing what they look like in the flesh. I've had a lot of fun with this. I can see myself doing more of this if you guys are a fan of it and you're interested in it and you want to see more. Maybe we'll open up the regular boxes and see what they look like and see how they go, see how they differ. Shard, can we get another unique to finish it off? Bravos, Blade Dancer. Nope. No unique to end it. But that's all right, because we've got a lot of uniques. We'll go through them. Now, it feels really, really weird. It feels really, really weird not sleeving the uniques. But I guess like they're not hollowed, they're not foiled or whatever. So it doesn't really matter. Like I can get them foiled later and get them sent to me and they'll be nice and fresh and new. But yeah, there's the Monolith Legate. Oh yeah, and our Baba Yaga unique. No, that's just the Baba Yaga rare. Sorry, hang on. We got a Baba Yaga. No, put that away. I put that there as like to compare the pair. That's our Ouroboros Kupia unique. These are really cool. These are honestly really cool. I think these are going to look really cool in foiled. This is our promo. I don't really know what it means, but it's got really low pull rate, really low hit rate. It's very similar to the alternate art unique that we definitely didn't get as well. I don't think. Yeah, no, we definitely didn't get an alternate art unique because they're foiled. They come foiled just like the hero. So we definitely didn't get one of those. So that's unfortunate, but this is an Ozma unique, which is really nice, really, really cool. There's the Mowgli. There's our boy from the Jungle Book with his bear and Amahale. Where the hell did my Baba Yaga unique go? Maybe I didn't get a Baba. No, I didn't get a Baba Yaga unique. I'm trolling. That's fine. This is so from 37 packs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, five uniques and 1 special hero promo card, which seems pretty good. That seems like pretty good pull rates. I think it said 1 in every 8. So why is he doing for 32 roughly? Yeah, it's pretty much bang on. That is actually pretty much bang on, like 1 in every 8 packs. We probably got a little bit luckier than that with our promo added into that, into the equation of that. Very, very lucky. That's a 1.4%. 1.4% chance of getting this. And that's pretty much the same amount of odds as getting the alternate art unique card that comes foiled. So this is on the same level as that in terms of like the rarity, whether or not like it's special like that, the unique alt arts. I'm not 100% sure, but There it is, guys. That's Altered. There it is, guys. The brand new trading card game, Altered. That was the Kickstarter edition. That was really long. That was a really long video, actually. It bloody explained everything about the game, which was really cool, and it was good for me because it helped me reinforce my understanding of the game and how everything works. Obviously, we didn't go into the rules or anything, but if you'd like to see that, if you'd like to see me do like a run through of actually playing the game, I've got a couple of starter decks. I can just get those out, and go through them and have a look at the rules and like what it takes to actually play the game. I see a lot of potential in Altered. I see a lot of potential in this trading card game. I really, really do. I think this could be a big one in the future. The release date is actually this week. It'll potentially even be like the day that this video comes out, because it's on the 13th of this week, which is I think Friday, and I normally do these videos on Friday, so that one might be out. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, then go check it out. This is not a promoed video. I bought this because I was interested in it. I have no stake in this whatsoever. This is just me being interested in collecting cool art and cool cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was really, really fun for me. And if you want to see more Altered, then let me know. If you don't want to see any more Altered, then that's fine too. This is just a one-off special edition type video for me. I'll go back to regular Dragon Ball Pokemon programming after this. Yeah, thank you so much for watching again, guys. Really appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.